The boundary and the respect. You can't. Some people like to use those types of phrases as an umbrella to say some shit that they know is going to be disrespectful, or to say some shit that's going to intentionally hurt somebody's feelings.
Okay, now.
And then you use it under the umbrella of what was it? I was just
speaking my truth.
I was just speaking my truth.
Who I am.
Okay, and that one.
Who I am.
That one.
Person.
No, that means absolutely nothing to me.
If who you are as a person is
a shitty person, then get from around me.
If who you are as a person is negatively impacting relationships you care about, you need to look at yourself as a person.
And welcome back to another weekly dose of the Life After I Do podcast. As always, come in, sit down, relax, grab some water, grab a poppy or something.
Not a poppy. We are not sponsored. I'm not giving no light to nobody who's not sponsoring me.
Well, grab whatever beverage of choice you have.
Get you some water because y'all dehydrated.
Right, because y'all thirsty. Y'all thirsty.
You ain't pregnant.
You thirsty, bitch.
Hey, Booski.
Hey.
How you feeling? How you doing? You look good.
Oh, thank you.
Now you know I like when you wear like any type of shade of green.
Oh.
You know I'm an earth tone type of guy.
Oh. It's kind of cold and it was a little windy.
I have multiple ways to warm you up. If you could only sign on the dotted line.
I already signed on the dotted line.
No, this is a separate one.
Oh, gosh. What does it entail?
That's for off the camera only.
Okay. Man.
How you doing? How your week? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
That's good.
A little sleepy.
Oh. I had that effect almost.
I'm not even going to hold you.
Oh, you're not going to hold them tight?
I'm not going to hold you.
She's not going to hold you.
Your girl could go lay down on the couch or wherever, right? Yeah. I could lay down right here.
Right. Oh,
I could kick it high school and just put my head down on the table.
Oh, okay. If you want to be somebody. If you want to go somewhere.
Listen, I could. But other than that, like I'm really good. I think I got really tired after the gym today.
Yeah. I mean, you put in work today.
That's why I was like,
the ass was assing.
Oh my gosh. You sound like Marlena. She was like, girl, I meant to tell you that video you had posted. She was like, your legs. Yeah. She was like, I'm no better than a man.
Hey, because she told me, I said, I don't blame you. I said, and I see it every day.
Bye.
I said, you should see it with no clothes on.
Good. Okay. Woo! Too much.
Because if you get your piece of evil ass.
She told me today, she was like, we were talking and she was like, is it TMI? She was like, because to me, TMI is tell me more information.
Wow. There's definitely a generational gap there.
Yeah, so that's not what it means here, but okay.
Definitely a gap.
But yeah, today was a good day at the gym.
That's good, babe.
I put up the 295
I don't know
for
what it
10
was. On your back is crazy.
On box squats.
Crazy. On your back?
On box squats.
Crazy.
So that was pretty good.
That's why you dragging that wagon.
Okay.
While you pulling up to the stable.
I was like, I was only gonna do 6. Remember? I was like,
but you did like 20.
I did 10. But thanks. But I did 10.
You see, I'm trying to hype you up.
I know, but I did 10. Thanks.
Better hype your bestie up. Hey, hype her up. Hey.
So that was good. But I feel like doing that and then like working leg extensions after that, I was like, my legs were cooked.
I'm tired, Grandpa. But that's too damn
bad. Because my legs were cookterization. RDLs. I did my RDLs at 2:30.
Wow. That's crazy.
Today I did my box squats.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm about to get your RDL and I'm about to name that something else. Because the way that ass be poking out.
Oh my gosh. No one cares about my booty.
I do.
But you.
I do. Oh, there's some guys looking. That's mine, player.
Really? That's mine, player.
You should
player.
You should see it when you throw it back.
Okay. Too much. Now listen, millennial TMI. Millennial TMI, not Gen Z TMI. So yeah, but today was a good day. I'm just, a little tired. A little muffin tired. But the week was also good too. I don't have any complaints there. It's been a good week. The baby had competition this past weekend. She walked away with 2 medals.
Super Bowl Sunday.
She did. She walked away with 2 medals. I'm so proud of her. she was feeling herself too.
Oh yeah.
She was really feeling it. She was like, who's the champion? I was like, girl,
calm down.
Relax.
You placed. Look, you placed.
Right, relax. Like, we love you down bad. Don't get me wrong.
I was like, I think we hyping her up too much.
I know. I was like, girl, like, relax.
Hyping her up a little too much.
But yeah, so shouts out to her and her team. Everybody walked away with hardware.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody walked away with 2 or more hardware. So that was actually really good, because last year 2 of the girls didn't even get medals.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So this year, everybody walked away with hardware, including the girls. It's their first year out.
I mean, they've been putting in work. So they're working hard. I'm happy that their hard work is being appreciated and paying off.
Yeah. So that was fun. Got to spend time with family. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell them about it.
What?
Go ahead.
We got to spend time at your dad's house.
Yeah.
You got to spend time with your grandma. And my sister, my great niece, my mom, your dad.
She said
your grandma is hilarious. What did she say? You ain't nothing but a drop in the what?
She said I wasn't nothing but a drop something in the water.
In the water, yeah.
It's talking about our daughter.
Yeah.
Like it's talking about it didn't take me long to make her.
I think she said nothing like you ain't nothing but a drop in the bucket or something like that. But she's hilarious. I was like, Granny is hilarious. So that was really fun. And then, the fun part that was not fun is my car started to try to play my life.
It always do.
That part wasn't fun.
You get a pink slip.
Right. That's what I was talking to my cousin about. I was like, girl, I literally just got the pink slip to my car. Now my car trying to act like she want to cough.
I said, the devil is a lie. I said, I'm finna hit it with the holy water.
I told him, I said, I got online. I was like, okay, just so you know, just in case, if it's not a small issue, I got a couple of cars lined up. Right. If you want to take a look at them, I'll schedule an appointment at the dealership. He was like, you're not going to the dealership.
That's your immediate reaction.
I was talking to my cousin on the phone, and she was like, well, y'all finna go to the dealership? I said, I'm going to be prepared. I got a couple of options for him to look at.
I said, your car can get a flat. Well, we might as well go ahead and go.
We might as well just go ahead and replace it, pimp.
Nah.
But then I told her, I was like, no, because I literally want to enjoy not having a car payment. I was like, all of our cars are paid off. We have the pink slip to all of our cars. I was like, I want to enjoy not having a car payment. I was like, this is not going to be a big issue. It's not going to be a big issue. And it's not, thank God.
It's not.
But I was like, I was ready.
I couldn't see.
Look, I was ready.
Oh, I know. I know.
Which dealership you want to try? Wait, where you want to go first? Where you want to go?
I know where we're not going. I tell you that much. My week was good. I was happy to see my baby. I had some choice words for some judges.
Oh my God!
Because I wasn't understanding this scoring. I said
they were a little tough on some of the events this year.
No.
Because this event last year, she got 4 medals.
Girl, you had your turn.
Okay, sorry. But I was agreeing with you.
They were a little tough on certain people because I said, look here.
Really? Don't be that parent.
I have the footage.
Don't be that parent.
And if I post this footage side by side, and I'm like, who got the 9? And they would say my child should have got the 9. But I digress. Don't
be that parent.
So and then like you said, it was a good week. Strong, sore.
Yeah.
Haven't slept much since Sunday because Sunday was exhausting.
Yeah, Sunday was rough.
I didn't get home to. I
quarter to 11.
I sent them home with the rest of the family, and I waited for the tow truck 4 hours by myself.
Which was crazy because they told you it was only going to be when you first ordered it.
It said 35 minutes.
Yeah, first it was an hour, wasn't it?
It was like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So and then after that, it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. 30 minutes. I said, well, damn, we're gonna be in a new day by the time they come get you.
It was fine, but other than that, I haven't had much sleep now these last couple of days. But like I tell my daughter, I'm always on the clock. Daddy don't clock out.
Yeah.
I'm working somewhere. I got one of my hats on.
Okay.
And I'm hustling and a bustling.
You what?
Hustling and a bustling.
You hustling and a bustling?
I'm like Joe Jackson at that steel mill.
Okay. Why are you always so? Why you gotta be so dramatic
I'm just trying to make it out of Indiana. You know what I mean?
The steel mill?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out of Indiana. That's it. I'm like Joe Jackson.
The mill.
Yes. The mill. Yeah, I'm working at the mill. But what we got today, Booskies?
Oh gosh. apologies or excuses.
You look here.
Some of the top phrases that we hear
Oh,
when people are
Lord.
trying to apologize, or is it a sincere apology or is it an excuse?
All my
And
apologies.
I figure, we're going into Valentine's Day week. This is Valentine's Day weekend coming up,
You ain't getting
and all the people who are not going to have a sweetheart or their sweetheart forgot,
maybe they forgot because they were forgettable.
what are they going to use an excuse as to why they forgot, or are they going to apologize? And which of these statements?
Oh, okay.
All
right.
These are common statements, but do you take these common statements as an apology, or could it be looked at as an excuse?
Okay, so we basically,
and why?
So we finna play this or that.
Why?
Okay.
Apology or an excuse? Because I want to know.
Well, you've been on some sucker shit. You've been.
What does that mean?
You've been want to play a lot of games lately.
Yeah, I like playing games.
Do you? Do you?
I like surprises. I do.
He is hilarious.
Okay, so we're gonna ask a series of statements.
Okay.
And then I want you to tell me if that's a sincere apology, or if it could be looked at as a sincere apology, or could it be looked at as an excuse?
Okay.
Either way, I want you to tell me why.
Apology or excuse?
Whether you think it's an apology, tell me why. Whether you think it's an excuse,
you
tell
want me
why.
to elaborate?
Oh
my God! So I got to show the work.
Yes. I want you to solve the problem and show your work.
That's crazy work.
Okay.
What if I don't want to?
It doesn't matter.
I use a calculator. You just told me that.
Hold on, before we start. Your daughter asked me for a damn calculator the other night when she was doing the math. I said, girl, you can't use a calculator.
Molly, girl, you in trouble.
She was like, can I just use one of those calculators?
No.
Ma'am, you are learning 3rd grade math. No, you cannot use a calculator.
I would have told her yes. Once you're at 19.
I said, Phoenix. She was like, well, because they be having calculators. No, they don't. Not in the 3rd grade.
All right.
Not in the 3rd grade. I said, you're only learning your 3s through 7s on multiplication.
All right.
You're fine.
She'll get it.
I told her, I said, your brain is a calculator and a computer. And she was like, what? She did. She was like, what? I said, it's a calculator and a computer. What? And the faster you can memorize these things, or get like a program down for you to get to the answer quicker,
the better you're going to be.
Girl, the better you're going to be. Like them sweet potatoes. Oh, okay. The faster you realize you get them sweet potatoes and bust them down the middle and put them in the oven for an hour, the better you're going to be.
All right, let's get into it. Come on, go ahead and ask me. Am I asking you first?
I'm asking you. We'll go back and forth.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Is this a sincere apology, or is this just an excuse? I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not what I meant.
That's an excuse.
You think so? You said that.
I do.
You said that before.
I know I have. But I say it's an excuse because I'm not gonna explain myself. That's one of them moments.
I don't care to elaborate.
You said what? Say it again.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay.
See, that's what I was like. You've used that quite a few times. It can go either way.
Either way, it depends on how it's said.
Okay,
right?
Because, in
the context of it, because when I say it to you, I sincerely, I'm apologizing.
Yeah,
I just because a lot of times, like I said, I apologize. I really don't see it the way you see it.
Yeah.
You looking at apples, I'm looking at oranges.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I
don't like those apples at the time. Right.
I'm seeing oranges, you seeing apples, but we can agree to disagree.
Okay.
But that's not, I guess a little bit of a, ma'am, I'm fine.
Okay.
I guess it's a little bit of a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because I guess you can say it's an excuse because I'm not really trying to get to the root of the problem. I'm just kind of saying that let's just dead it and just agree to disagree.
Okay.
That's what I would say. Since I got to show my work. Apology or excuse? I was just venting.
Ooh.
So the context works.
Yeah, context is everything.
Matter, don't it?
If I had to just say on a broader spectrum, I'm gonna say excuse.
Okay.
Right? I'm gonna say excuse, and this is the reason why I'm gonna say excuse, is because if it affected your partner in a negative way, or anybody that you're having a conversation with, it's not an excuse to just say, well, I was just venting, because you still need to have like boundaries and respect. Like there should still be respect there. So when I hear something like, oh, I was just venting, in my brain, This is my brain. I don't think everybody's brain is like this.
Oh, no, go ahead,
For
tell.
me, that indicates that either someone was offended or someone's feelings were hurt. And then when they've expressed that to you, you say, well, I was just venting.
But the immediate example that came in my head when I read this was when you had pissed me off.
I always piss you
and
off.
I was like, that's why your ass fell in the shower.
No, you said, I hope you fall in the shower. Yeah. Before I got in the shower, you're like, I hope you fall in the shower.
And that was strictly because I was mad. I know that.
And I was mad at you for like a week.
You was. And I knew in my heart I didn't really mean that. I was just lashing out. But that was before that was before therapy and me being healed.
Okay, bye.
That was like
bye.
That was like 2013.
Bye. I ignored his ass for a whole week.
That was like
I said, not you wishing harm upon me. You wished harm upon you wished my downfall in the form of slipping and falling in the shower. Now, what if you would have got your wish and I slipped and fell and died or something?
It wouldn't have been the first time you fell on her, wasn't it?
I know, but what if I would have seriously injured myself or something?
That was funny.
That was not funny. It wasn't actually.
I came. I said, "Baby, you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then I heard you like grimace a little bit, and I walked out and I laughed. I said, "Look, was she okay? I can laugh."
Wow. I wish I would have known that. I wouldn't have gone through with it.
Wow, crazy for the one you planned the whole day. I just showed up.
Let's see. I was stressed, so I snapped. Is that an apology
that's an
or
excuse.
an excuse?
That's an excuse because I was stressed is the excuse. Okay, it doesn't really matter whether you're stressed or whatever it is. As an adult, you have to learn how to control your emotions.
Right. You have to regulate.
As a man, I know I can't go out there and just swing everybody that pissed me off.
Right.
I have to control my anger.
Right.
So you have to control your stress.
Right.
You can't act out. That's an excuse.
Yeah. Like going out and like cheating and being like, I was stressed, so I snapped.
Hold on. Wait now. I didn't say nothing about cheating. Wait a minute.
But when you said that, that's what I thought in my head. Like he was probably like, I was stressed, so I snapped. And she was there.
She was, and it was open.
Okay. And then you always got to take it.
I was about to dive in.
And now I'm thinking about the book that I'm reading.
Right. Hot mess.
Hot.
We're not going to talk about it. Okay.
I'm gonna have to make a separate post about it because y'all gotta hear this too.
Apology or excuse. I was just speaking my truth.
Oh, sometimes that can be an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That for
Give me
sure.
examples of both.
Yeah, because again, like the boundary and the respect. Some people like to use those types of phrases as an umbrella to say some shit that they know is going to be disrespectful or to say some shit that's going to intentionally hurt somebody's feelings.
Okay, now.
And then you use it under the umbrella of what was it? I was just
speaking my truth.
I was just speaking my truth.
Who I am.
Okay, and that one. That one. No, that means absolutely nothing to me.
If who you are as a person is
a shitty person, then get from around me.
If who you are as a person is negatively impacting relationships you care about, you need to look at yourself as a person.
And if you're the common denominator
in
every relationship that don't work out,
it's a chopper.
Because like there's some people who are like that where they feel like they can't get along with anybody. They feel like they don't vibe with nobody. They feel like nobody understands them. Like they're just a lone wolf in this entire world. You mean to tell me all 50 people you done came into contact with, you can't get along with one person, but you're the common denominator.
7.5 billion.
That's crazy.
You can't find one.
That's that's suspicious.
You ain't no good.
That is suspicious. That's suspicious. My favorite one.
Okay, here we go.
That's just how I communicate.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
That's just how I communicate.
That's an excuse. That's a cop out. Not knowing how to do better doesn't limit your capacity of doing better. But you have to want to do better. But saying that's just how I communicate, that's just you. Or I have no interest. Either you don't care enough to try, or you have no interest in trying. You're too self-centered. You're too self-focused. You're selfish.
Yep.
And you don't really care about how you're impacting those around you. That's all. That's what when I hear that shit. That's what I hear.
And I also hear.
You know what I say when they say that to me? All right, player.
Right. I also hear that's a you problem. You can deal with that.
Ooh.
Not a me problem. There's nothing wrong with me.
Well, I say that a lot of time in the gym.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
In the gym, I say that.
And here's the thing. I feel like that could be like two-way. That could be like a two-way thing. You know, like if you are just kind of like set in your ways, or there is a way that you go about life and somebody doesn't like it, that is you not liking me is your that is a you problem. That is a you problem. You not liking me is a you problem. Okay. I'm done. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm not doing this with you. What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, how about this? Apology or excuse. I'm sorry you felt disrespected.
That's an excuse. Because that's not taking accountability.
Oh, so when I talk about accountability,
that's not taking accountability. You're just saying like, okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. Sorry you felt disrespected. But and we're gonna speak in terms of like in a relationship, because we're in a relationship. When you say something like that, that's excuse me, that's basically disregarding me explaining to you how your action made me feel or negatively impacted me, right? And like we said before, even if you don't see a fault in that, even if you think you weren't disrespectful or that you didn't cross a boundary, it's not going to kill you or hurt you to try to see the other person's perspective and how they could have interpreted it as that.
That's it.
And then trying to make further adjustments to better communicate to your partner so that you don't come to the same roadblock of them constantly feeling like your communication is crap. Like, that's not to say that you have to change everything about you, but it's kind of like at work, right? You know how you're supposed to talk when you know like the boundaries and how you speak when you're speaking to your boss. But then you also know how you speak when you're talking to your coworkers. And then you know how you speak when you're talking to your favorite coworker. That's a different version of you every single time. And you adapt according to the person that you're talking to. But when it comes to the person that you're intimate with, that's the one person where you feel like you don't have to change.
Can't switch it up.
You can't code switch with them.
You cooking now?
You can't code switch with when. Like, what's that video clip? I don't remember, but apparently it was like one of those old school videos. And she was talking about how her husband, he goes to work every day and you laugh in your boss's face and you nice to him, but you come home and you treat me like crap. She was like, treat me like you treat him. Lie to me. Be nice to me. Talk to me the way you talk.
And I do.
Shut up. But yeah, so that's an excuse because no one's asking for you to change everything about yourself.
Right.
But allow your partner the same level of respect that you allow when you talk to your boss, when you talk to your coworker, when you talk to your boys. Figure out how you can better communicate with your partner, like how you communicate with your boys or whatever, to get your point across or to have a mutually beneficial conversation.
And I always say this: you cannot expect to be understood when you don't seek understanding.
Why are you trying to preach today? Come on, Pastor.
You know what I'm saying? You over here trying to be understood, but you can't understand nobody else.
Yeah. Because you don't feel like they need to.
A lot of times, especially in relationship, y'all saying the same shit different in just a different way. But you so caught up in your own mess.
Yep.
In your own vision.
I'm so over you right now.
That you don't have to cut. You not open yourself up to understand what's being said, but you want to be understood.
Right.
What's good for the goose.
Oh, okay.
Is good for the gander.
Okay.
You hear me now?
Okay.
You hear me? Not all birds fly. Some walk. Some run.
DeMel.
Some can't fly. Some swim. You know what I'm saying?
DeMel.
Hey now.
Oh, goodness.
Now go ahead and open your Bible. No, just
okay. Shut up. Go ahead and open your Bible. Okay, here's one. I'm sorry, but you do the same thing.
That's an excuse.
Yes. Lack of accountability again.
That's going back to what I just said. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And just if doing something is just because they do it and just to spite them
doesn't justify your
actions, right?
Yeah.
So you got two people who not trying to really be understood. You got two people who are not trying to understand, but they want to be understood.
Yeah.
That's an excuse. That's a cop out.
Yeah, you'll never get anywhere, and it's kind of like the whole thing about
you'll never get anywhere in relationships going tit for tat.
Right, and that's kind of goes to like the whole saying of being the bigger person. Neither person wants to be the bigger person.
Right,
because the other person who decides to be the bigger person also is going to be feeling like they're the fool.
But I feel like it only gets to that point when one person is constantly being the bigger person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be like Shannon. Like Shannon said, I ain't gonna be the biggest person all the time. Sometimes I'm gonna turn around and put these hands on you.
Okay.
Okay. Apology or excuse? I apologize. What else do you want from me?
I've apologized. What else do you want from me? I want you to be sincere about it. And I want you to understand. So I'm going to say excuse.
Okay, now.
Because the way that comes off to me is something was done.
All right.
And you just said, okay, I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Because you're saying it to get through it.
To get past it.
Yeah, just to get past it. Not to look at what caused it in the first place so that we don't end up here again. Because if there's anything that I know from experience of being in a marriage and being in relations with the same person for over 2 decades is if you just go about the whole, I apologize just to get through it, you're going to continuously run into the exact same roadblock until you make a decision on, okay, let me figure out why we keep running into the same roadblock so I can stop just saying I apologize to get through it. Because eventually, when you keep running into the same roadblock, the apologies don't mean anything.
Right.
They don't mean anything. I mean, they stop meaning things because I know that we're going to be right back here again because neither one of us has done the work to figure out why we keep going in circles and ending up right here where I'm either apologizing or you're apologizing, and it's for the same damn subject.
The phrase, I apologize, what else you want from me? You ain't doing nothing but playing limbo with accountability.
Yeah.
You dodging it.
Yeah.
You dodging it any way you can. You on all fours.
Oh.
You crawling under the bar.
Oh, crazy.
However you need to get under the bar, that's what you're doing.
Crazy.
That's
not crawling under the bar.
That's what they doing.
Crawling under the bar.
Yes, they did.
Nuts.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Okay.
Oh, you sick of me?
I wouldn't have reacted that way if you hadn't said what you said. Is that an apology or an excuse?
That's an excuse. It's a valid one.
It's an excuse, but it's a valid one.
Because here's the thing. I think that's one of those ones where context is needed. Because as my wife, I'm going to keep it personal. You know the words to say to trigger me.
Right.
So you can trigger me into a reaction.
And the tone.
Right. So you can trigger. So if something was said that purposely trigger.
But how do you know if it was on purpose?
Okay. That's why I said the context matter, love.
Yeah.
Stop doing your lips like that.
Okay. Go, your turn.
Is it? I thought it's me.
Yeah. Is it me?
Is it me?
It's me, Mario.
This is similar to what the last one just asked you, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Apology or excuse? I've already apologized. I'm not apologizing again.
Okay. Now, I feel like that could go either way.
Oh, okay.
It could go either way. Because if someone was sincere in their apology, right, and has tried to dig deeper, has tried to rectify a situation, right, and has done due diligence in said apology.
All right now.
Right, and it still is not enough.
Okay.
Then you could be like, look, I've apologized. I don't know, gone to counseling. I've done the things you've asked me to do. I've tried to give you space. I've done all the things under the umbrella of my apology. I ain't got nothing else play him. What you got for me? What else you want me to do?
Probably change your ways.
Yeah. Probably just change said thing.
Because that seems to be the last step taken.
Right. So, I mean, that's why I say it could go either way, or it could be an excuse. And it's just like, look, I've already actually said the word, I apologize. So, like, what more do you want?
But let me ask you, this is a side note. Does the word don't mean anything without actions behind it?
Well, that's most words. That's why they say actions speak louder than words.
No, cash is cash.
And cash rules everything around me.
Cream.
Get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
We ain't no good.
So, so I feel like that could go, it could go either way.
Either way. All right.
It could go either way. Let's see. This one is kind of similar, but what do you think? I apologize, but I cannot change the past.
I feel like that's an apology.
I feel like that's an
apology.
I feel like
because that's me saying that, hey, I've apologized for what's happened, Now going forward, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. But I'm sorry, I can't change that I went out there and slept with old girl.
Oh,
see, you weren't expecting that part.
Look,
yeah,
well,
you don't know what.
That.
But that's the truth. You can't.
It's true. I can't undo.
I can't undo what's been done.
Yeah, what caused the apology in the first place. I can only try
to be a better person from this point forward.
Yeah.
So I do feel like that is an apology.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Let's do a couple of more.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up that mountain, save my marriage.
Okay. I'm not going up no mountain. I'm gonna call you from the bottom of the mountain. Maybe we can FaceTime to work it out. But I ain't driving up the mountain. I ain't doing it. Sorry. Not when it's snowing.
Right.
I ain't doing it.
Okay. Apology or excuse. I was reacting, not thinking.
That could be an apology because that's honest. That can be honest. Like to admit that I wasn't thinking. Obviously you weren't, because if you sat there and acted a damn fool, you weren't thinking.
Now what's a damn fool?
So I'm gonna say an apology only because there's recognition of accountability there.
Okay.
For me, that's what that sounds like.
Okay.
There's recognition of accountability, and we can work with that. I can work with you acknowledging that you fucked up.
Oh.
That you like have I have to feel that you have a very keen understanding that you looked at yourself, you talked to yourself in the car on the ride home
on a personal level, and
you was like, all right, you fucked up. I fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then if I could feel that, then I could be like, okay, I can work with that. We can come back from you sleeping with Tiffany. You know?
Why does it gotta be a Tiffany?
I don't know. I just said it because that's like a stripper name.
That's you. We have a cousin named Tiffany.
We do.
That's crazy.
We do. Hey, cousin Tiffany. She's not a stripper, by the way. We don't know. We don't know what anybody does actually.
No, she about to be a doctor.
But yeah, so I think that could be an apology.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. One more. Let's see. I shouldn't have said it like that, but my point still stands.
That's an apology.
I knew you were gonna say it. That's an apology. That's because that's what he does.
Sometimes you gotta stand on business.
Look, you might be right. I shouldn't have said it like that, but it don't change the fact that I'm still standing on my point.
My tone, the phrasing, the grouping was necessary to let you know how serious I am.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be disruptive. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm sorry. Huh?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Yeah. That's because that's your favorite one.
All right now.
That's your favorite one-liner.
It is. But again, an apology is not about being right. It's about taking responsibility. It's about taking a responsibility and being accountable for what's happened. Now,
absolutely.
Again, like I always say, accountability is on both sides of the aisle.
Yes. It takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango, and whether you caused it, or
you're a part of it.
Are you a part of it, or you just felt the effects of it, you have some accountability in there somewhere.
Or you just felt the effects of it.
And sometimes you got to reach out and touch.
Okay. Somebody's hand.
Make the world a better place.
If you can.
I told y'all last week I'm quoting black songs all Black History Month. Y'all think
reach out and touch. Now I'm gonna play that on the way to take her to practice. Somebody's hands. She gonna be like, "What is this?
What the hell,
girl? You get another lesson
girl,
today."
Molly girl, you learn
because my baby know all the theme songs to the old school shows.
Molly girl,
my baby gonna be on it.
Is she?
Yeah, she gonna be on it. I'm gonna play that one on the way to practice, so she can learn that. All right, guys, let's hop right on into the comments.
The comments of the week. Okay, now look here, guys. Look here. Comments of the week. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I don't know how many I have. I'm gonna just read some, and when the spirit tell me to stop.
Okay. Bye, Maurice.
Because Michael told me don't stop till you get enough. This first comment comes from read that, babe. What's her name? Three
Thorns. A crowd. Oh, three Thorns. A crowd.
I don't know, people.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what it is.
I graduated, but they just gave me the paper.
Okay.
But she says.
But what is this in reference to? Which comment? Which video?
This is about the comment. This is in the reaction. This is a reaction to the video about the little sister that didn't want to go get her niece and nephew from daycare.
Oh, because she wanted to relax, then she wanted her sister to pay for her engagement party.
Right. No, to host
her engagement party.
Right. So she said, "It's two kind of folks you don't argue with: children and fools." And she a bit of both. Leave her today.
Right. Children and fools. I like that. There's two types of people you do not argue with: children and fools. I like that.
Actually, I was wrong. That was from the post about that wasn't the daycare post, y'all. I'm sorry. That was the post about the girlfriend spending the rent money on the joint account.
Oh, yeah, right. From the joint account.
Right. And the next one comes from the same one about the joint account. You see her picture? This coming from Okay,
Nina.
And she said, "Why don't you go ahead and read it?"
She said, "Financially irresponsible. Yuck." And then her picture is the AI Barbies with the stank faces, like financially irresponsible. Yuck.
Okay. This next one comes from the post about boy, he brought Mark that bought, I think it was Jake or Josh.
Oh, yeah, he bought his friend on a date, on a blind date with him because he gets nervous going on dates by himself.
What's her name, baby?
Spiritual Jessie.
Okay. She said they're giving sword fighter energy. Be blessed, squashbucklers, block and deleted.
People, y'all are unhinged.
The sword fighter one is what took me out.
Sword fighters.
That's the one that took me out. Okay. And this is the last one. This last one ain't coming from a reaction video. This last one is coming from the post, one of the posts where my wife was asked a question, and and I was doing what I do, saying stupid shit and making references to her ass, because I making references to her ass every chance I get. I'll talk about that ass
every day, every 5 minutes.
And everybody who knows us know that I talk about that ass.
Yes.
And Teresa said,
she said, your wife is sick of you.
And she not. Because she signed up for life.
Okay.
Okay, Teresa?
Okay, Teresa.
For life.
Bye, Maurice. Okay, Teresa.
Okay. So she gonna be here.
For life.
To death.
Do us apart. Aparte.
All
right, let's hop right on to our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents.
Okay, so this comes from one of our booskies. And she titled it, "Am I allowed to cheat on my husband?"
Probably not, but let's get to it.
Probably not, but yeah, let's hop right on into that one. Okay, she said, "My husband and I are both 38 years old, and we've been married for 8 years and have always had intimacy issues due to him having erectile dysfunction.
Oh, damn.
We tried pills, toys, therapy, all to help the problem, but with no success. Trying to have sex has become a frustrating nuance for him, which makes him not want to do it at all. In 2025, we only tried twice.
Damn.
Both times were initiated by me, both ending with him upset and me in tears. Our backstory is we met online in October of 2016, got engaged in February of 2017, and were married by September of 2017. During the courting, he didn't try to be intimate because he said he wanted our first night to be special. I had a 3-month rule before intimacy at the time that would scare most men away, so I was shocked when he was the first to suggest that we wait until we were married. I thought he was being such a gentleman, and he felt like the light I needed in a very dark time in my life. He's a good provider. My family and friends adore him, but without the physical connection, I spiral in my head on it if the love is real. Recently, I have truly considered having an affair, but I'm worried about the repercussions. Am I the asshole for wanting to cheat on my husband?"
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
You're not. Okay, look here. Let me tell you why I say no.
Okay.
You're not an asshole for wanting to.
Right.
I don't do it.
Right.
I do think there needs to be understanding. And I'll also say I feel like he set you up.
Okay, so that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was like, okay, let me let you finish your thought because I have a very big thought about this.
Okay, let me
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Go ahead. Cook them.
I would, first of all, I would have a conversation with him.
Okay.
And ask, did you know that this was a medical issue prior to you proposing to me and getting married? Because they got married in the same year that they also got engaged. And then,
but why waste the time? Ain't no straight man I know gonna go a whole year.
Okay, but listen, you don't know because like she said, she thought he was being a gentleman.
All right.
I don't think most people going into a marriage would just be like, oh, okay, like he probably has a medical condition which stops him or prevents him from having sex.
Okay.
So from that point, if I knew that you knew you had an issue in that area of life prior to us getting married and you did not disclose that to me, then I kind of feel like you bamboozled me. You basically you lied with omission.
Okay, now
to get me on the hook.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
You kind of lied to me with omission to get me on the hook. So if we have gone through every single channel to be intimate and to have this portion of our life together, okay? We've gone through everything. She said they have tried everything. They've done the counseling, the therapy, the toys, the pills, everything. If we have gone through it all,
okay, now,
and this aspect of our life is not working for either of us, first I would ask him, what would you suggest? Because I want to hear what he has to say. What if I can
suggest that she be by herself the way because he in deep depression because he can't get it up.
Okay, that's not an option though.
I never said it was.
Listen, I think this is very serious. Honestly,
No,
I do. I think this is a very serious issue, and it's a very difficult issue to be in because, on one hand, it's like everything else it seems about him is great. Like she said, he's a great provider. Her family loves them. I'm sure she loves him. He probably treats her like a queen, like because he understands that aspect of their relationship is not strong. He probably treats her like he's amazing to her. He's amazing to her.
He makes sure she got everything else.
Right. And so that would play tough on my conscience too, because it's like, it's just this one aspect.
But look here. All she got to do is call Jermaine.
Bye, Maurice. He's talking about the damn character from the book that I'm reading. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're so silly.
No, but in all honesty, in all seriousness, this is something you're going to have to discuss thoroughly with him. And I understand it's uncomfortable. I guarantee you he don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But you have needs that he cannot meet. Yeah. Now, on the flip side of this, if it was the other way around, the man would make if she not meeting his needs.
And as a man,
you know we need. Look here. Sometimes the toys ain't gonna do it.
They can only do it for so long.
How long they been married?
They're both 38. They got married in 2000.
They've been married for 8 years.
Yeah.
She done been through 3 rows already.
Yeah. Okay, bye, Maurice.
She needs something else.
Yeah. I mean, but isn't there, I don't know much about ED. I don't.
Thank God.
But isn't there things like implants?
I don't know. I don't have these issues. I don't know the research.
I know, but I'm saying I think I've seen stuff like that. Like I'm sure because I've seen the commercials. I see the commercials.
Where are you watching this at?
The commercials.
Okay.
There's like tons of commercials on it.
I don't know. Maybe there's some experimental medicine that would help.
Okay,
I don't know.
Here's my.
Is it a blood flow issue?
I don't know. Here's my advice.
I don't know.
This is my advice. Okay, if I were in the situation, I feel like for me, I would need more information. If you don't already have that information, she probably has the information and she probably just didn't write it in here. But for me, I would ask the question. Like, was this an issue prior to us getting married and you were aware that this was an issue? That's the first question I need answered. Okay. And then the second is, if we both have a very keen understanding that this aspect of our life isn't something that we're going to be able to come together on, what is your suggestion?
He don't have a suggestion.
No,
he can't bear the thought.
Okay, I know, but
he don't have a suggestion.
I know, but the conversation is a difficult question.
I understand that.
And he's the one living with it, so I'm sure it's difficult for him. But I need us both to be very mature adults right now, and I need you to tell me what you think the next course of action should be, because I'm telling you what I'm thinking, and because I love you so much, I'm going to sit here and have a really difficult conversation with you because I have been considering the thought of possibly going to find it elsewhere, but I also don't want to do a disservice to you, because I also don't want to deal with the guilt of having to deal with, me being a cheater, when we both understand that I had
we can have a situation.
Right. And it's like, maybe there is something where, she gets, like, she has a friend or something for that. Like, I don't know. But what I'm saying is for me personally, that's the way I would approach it. And then we can, like, if we need to go to counseling so that we both can work through that mentally, if we choose to stay together, then let's do that. Yeah. If you feel like that's something mentally that you can't handle and work through, and I feel like this aspect of my life is that important, and I can't go through the rest of my life knowing that this aspect of my life is something that I can't enjoy, then we're going to need to go and we're going to have to explore other options that work for both of us.
Okay. And then I'm not even playing. This is a serious note. Are you sure he's not gay? I'm just being honest. Are we sure he's not gay?
I don't think he's gay.
Because, we have a cousin that is
okay.
Yeah, and he said that he couldn't do it.
Okay. No, I don't think I I feel like she probably would have known the difference.
All right.
She probably could have known the difference.
I wish you the best, man.
But yeah, so that's my opinion. That's how I would go about it, if that helps. I hope that helps. Let's see. This is another Booski. Emotionally detached wife.
Okay.
Am I an asshole? I'm giving you a condensed version of my story because a full in-depth letter would leave your jaws on the floor, angry and shaking your head.
Okay.
We were together 3 years and 3 months, married for a year and a half. This is my first marriage and his third. During that time, after begging me to take time off, I took a full year away from my career. I temporarily relocated 7 hours away with my daughters from everything familiar to renovate Andrew's home.
Okay.
About 95% of the work was done by me. I also launched Andrew's family trucking business. I showed up fully and being a devoted wife when he was on the road working. What I did not expect was to be disrespected in return and effortlessly by Andrew and his children. Whenever things did not go Andrew's way, I was repeatedly told to get the fuck out of his house and to take my name off his house and his businesses. That was how conflict was handled. I was also disrespected by Andrew's adult sons, 22 and 30, the youngest and the eldest of 7. We do not have any in common. The 30-year-old went as far as wanting to fight me, saying he would have his mother fuck me up.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I stood at the sink and told him that these hands and feet are bisexual.
All right now.
And male or female can get it. By then, I was fed up at the disrespect from Andrew and them. I told him to please call his mother and I will pay her a round-trip flight here. And after I beat her ass, she is welcome to sleep it off in one of the spare rooms and I will drop her back off at the airport.
I like the energy.
He walked away and up the stairs talking smack. I am no fighter, but that definitely drew out the Bronx in me for a quick moment and to let him know that I am no punk. I'm tired of the mental and emotional abuse and strongly feel the children are only mimicking the father's behavior. Well, I am now emotionally absent and withdrawn from the marriage. I have no interest in continuing a marriage where I have to keep my protective barriers up just to survive. Emotionally beaten and felt like my husband verbally punching bag. Met with only cruelty instead of love and care. My feelings were minimized, dismissed, and treated like an inconvenience. There was no protection and no accountability. I'm accused of cheating because once a month I visit the Bronx to get groceries that are less costly and to attend appointments for myself and my daughters. Never cheated and not even thought about it. He went as far as to say I have a house in Virginia because I go to handle my business. There was also the trucking company and the accident at the fault of his brother-in-law, almost sending someone into an early grave. I mean, real bad. Though I launched the business, it was his sister and I name on the business. Yeah. But when the accident occurred, I was left to handle everything. Insurance company, private investor, endless emails and questions. I was abandoned by my business partner as her husband was the driver. I was done, and I told them to not ask for my help. I washed my hands because even when I was disrespected and Andrew blamed me for the accident, I was done as he never hesitated to tell me that the business was his and his family's. What hurt deeply was how my own career in social services, work rooted in purpose and helping people, was talked down on as if it were small and insignificant. Wanting a career that fulfills me should not make me selfish. When I told him my resentment was denied, his response was, okay, now you can focus on the business. And I was fuming. I am now trying to find a way back to myself. I am learning that love should not require silence and self-assurance or emotional endurance. I'm not leaving because I stopped loving Andrew. I'm leaving because I'm losing myself trying to stay. Am I the asshole?
Man, fuck Andrew. Fuck Andrew. Fuck Andrew's sons. Anyone who threatened violence on a woman as a man, you a bitch.
Oh, I'm gonna agree.
And I'll throw hands with you any day.
I'm gonna agree.
You just a bitch.
I'm gonna agree.
Just come on.
Because you wouldn't try that shit with another man.
You can't beat the nigga down the street, but so you put hands on a woman.
Yeah, you wouldn't try. You would not try that with another man.
Ma'am, run away from this family.
And run fast.
I don't know how many examples you need of disrespect.
Yeah.
Run away, love.
I was gonna say, wasn't that a song? Run away, love.
I told you.
Run away,
I told you all Black History when I'm
love.
doing Black songs.
Yeah.
If I get thrown in there.
Andrew can kick rocks. He can eat dirt.
Yeah. Ooh, not the dirt.
Yeah, he can kick rocks and eat dirt.
No, the dirt.
And no,
dirt
you don't deserve that.
Dirt has nutrients. I don't want him to be.
Andrew used you, girl.
Yeah.
Molly girl, you in danger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrew used you for his benefit, and people will treat you the way they treat you because you allow them to.
And anytime somebody asks you to put something in their name, it's suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's suspicious. Right. You can't use my name for shit.
No, right, because now all
I'm married and we don't even use my name.
Right.
That's
crazy work.
You can't use my name for nothing.
She the escape plan.
I don't even think I've ever had a phone bill in my name.
You don't?
I literally, not even joking.
No, legit. You're taking care of.
Yeah, legit. I've never even had a phone bill in my name.
And that's why I tell people all the time, I'm a good man.
Bye.
Because you taking care of 100%.
Bye. I'm leaving here with a clean slate. No.
Who's your phone carrier?
The one who services it.
See? That's what I tell you about.
The one who services it. I don't concern myself with your business. That's not my business. Now if it get turned off,
then you gonna worry about it?
I'm gonna have some questions.
Right,
I'm gonna need to talk to the Pro Max.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to talk to Pro Max. All right, well, let's do one more. Let's see. Boyfriend and I selling home because I found out about his wife.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Crazy work.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a 34-year-old female and I bought a home 3 years ago with my boyfriend who's 38. We lived there with my son, our combined 4 dogs and a cat until 6 months ago, everything changed.
4 dogs and a cat is crazy.
He works out of town during the summer and I noticed some of the stories he was telling me about his trips weren't adding up. I started to get a gut feeling and confronted him where he just called me insecure and jealous. Gaslight City. Population, me. I had tried shaking it off and then I saw his ex, who he told me he had no contact with, commenting on his profile picture. I went to bed that night and I was feeling pretty low and unsure about how to shake the feeling. That night in my dreams, a certain box in our storage room full of 35 boxes and totes came to me. Oh, how convenient. Shit. I woke up the next morning and looked through those boxes. It was full of honeymoon pictures, wedding night pictures, etc. I didn't mention this earlier, but this man told me our entire relationship that he had never been married. This time, I didn't even trust him to tell me the truth. I went straight to a background check to get it myself. I found out that this man wasn't just married in the past, but that he is still currently married. I own a house with him, and in my state, she has a legal right to half of my home. I was appalled.
Oh, shit.
I confronted him about the pictures, and he was only focused on me invading his privacy. He said the marriage was fake and only to appease his religious family. I said no, words, and showed him the background check, and he made fun of me being in middle school and being jealous.
Okay, all right.
This happened 5 months ago, and I have spent my life savings on legal fees to finally get him to agree to a buyout and leave me and my son alone to heal and live in peace. I get to keep the house and some of my pride, knowing that he cannot lie to me ever again. This was long-winded, but a small example of his lies in the past. He got caught Snapchatting a stripper and told me it was his cousin. He showed my boudoir photos to his coworkers and made fun of me for being fat.
Damn.
He told me that he can talk to anyone he wants because I text my ex, which is my son's father. He has a ring and a safe that he only pulled out when we were fighting to show me that I could if I wanted to stop being so unhappy and insecure. So basically saying you could have the ring if you stop being so unhappy and insecure. Right. I write this to you from a hotel bed while I wait for my loan to close in 20 days. That he can be legally removed from the home I had hoped to spend with him forever. Has anyone been through this? Were you able to love again?
I have not been through this. And, I wouldn't be able to love again either. This is crazy.
I'm cutting everybody off. Y'all all getting the raw version of me after that.
Okay. Couple questions.
Okay.
What religion?
Right. That put that
number
much.
One.
Yeah.
And number 2, he's in love with a stripper.
Okay. I'm in love with a stripper.
She riding. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he gaslit you the whole time. To me, the whole relationship's a sham.
It's a sham.
The whole thing.
Because he was still married the whole time.
Molly
girl, you in danger. You are in danger, Molly girl.
I don't know what to say.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that she took care of it the correct way.
The ancestors came to her in that dream.
Yeah. They said, look through box 14.
Right.
File number 92. No, but I'm happy that she handled it the right way, the legal way to get him out of the house.
Yeah.
And,
because it should have been in the criminal justice system.
Shut up.
There are vile offenders.
And the criminal justice system is wild.
Somebody would knock on my door. We need to talk to you about so-and-so. I don't know who that is.
I do feel for you. No, I haven't been through anything similar, but I will say that you handled it perfectly. Like, I don't even have any advice because you did everything that you were supposed to do. You handled it the legal way so that you stayed calm, cool, collected. You went about it the right way. You went about it the legal way to make sure that your property was protected, to make sure you and your children were stable. You didn't have to expose them to any foolishness.
And
you did it.
I'm not sure what state she's in, but I would look up the state laws because the fact that he showed your pictures to his coworkers and made fun of you, that could be a crime.
Yeah, that could be.
And I am of the belief that all assholes should be behind jail.
Yeah. But see, that's why I won't take new photos. That's why I don't do new photos and stuff. He always be asking for pictures. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, you say you going to love me forever, but I don't know. I might get on your nerves that one last time and you just hate me forever. And then those pictures that I made for you, now they all on the interweb because you trying to call me out. We see it way too many times.
I mean, she don't take them, but I got them.
I'm a pass. He always be like, why you don't send me no sexy photos? Because the internet exists? That's crazy. Sir, I'm not going to send any sexy photos. The internet exists.
Y'all DM me enough money, I'll send them to you.
Okay. Goodbye.
So y'all can see this ass.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
The internet exists. If you want to, it's not that hard to go see some ass and titties on the internet.
No, it is.
You can't see these. You can't see this. You can't get this ass and titty. But you can find.
But I mean, if they send me enough money, I might.
Shut up. Look, now how many zeros y'all talking?
All right now.
Now is it just you want one titty, two titty? I mean, I could do the pair for the right price. No.
A little titty never hurt?
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Not like you never did nothing something strange for a little bit of change.
Oh, with you, yeah.
Yeah, girl. The price was too high.
Whatever, the price was too high. I'm like, what do you think I am, a streetwalker? I am not a common streetwalker.
Yes,
no, I'm like a house pet.
This has been another episode of the Life I Do podcast. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I don't know what she's talking about. But as always, guys, we appreciate the support. You can follow us everywhere at Life After Do Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can email us at lifeafterdopodcast@gmail.com. We love hearing from you guys.
And don't forget, if you're not already following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram because we will have an announcement soon on Instagram for you guys. Everyone is always asking us about ways that they can support the pod or like if there's any merch or anything like that. So we are working on all of those things for you guys. We appreciate the love. We appreciate it all.
You know, we have a busy schedule with the child.
Yeah, so there's a lot, you know.
Yeah, but we love y'all. So
we love you.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell grandma. Because the grandma know. Everybody know.
Everybody know.
And until next time.
Peace, Booskies.
Peace, Booskies.